And welcome back to Echo Base TV, where community happens. Today we're looking into the news, the ongoing legal battle between Disney and the creators and the heirs to the creators of iconic characters that Disney owns under Marvel, such as Spider-Man, Thor, Doctor Strange, and many, many others. We're going to dive into this news, and then we'll be right back at the end of the news to discuss. So make sure that you stick around to the end. Disney is headed to court in an attempt to retain full control over some of Marvel's most iconic characters. The studio filed a slew of lawsuits on Friday against the heirs of several writers and artists who were seeking to reclaim the copyrights to such characters as Spider-Man, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Black Widow, and even Captain Marvel. The suits, filed on behalf of Marvel Entertainment, which Disney owns, come in response to copyright termination notices filed earlier this year, seeking to return the rights to Marvel's characters to the authors who created them. Under U.S. copyright law, authors or their heirs may reclaim rights from publishers after a certain number of years. If successful, these notices would allow Marvel to continue using the characters, but require the studio to share ownership and profits with the creators' heirs. Among those seeking termination are the estates of Marvel Comics legend Steve Ditko, co-creator of Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, Don Heck, co-creator of Iron Man, Black Widow, and Hawkeye, Don Rico, co-creator of Black Widow, Gene Colan, co-creator of Falcon, Captain Marvel, and Blade, as well as Larry Lieber, co-creator of Iron Man, Thor, and Ant-Man, and the younger brother of Stan Lee. All are being represented by intellectual property lawyer Mark Toberoff, who previously represented the heirs of Marvel comic book artist Jack Kirby and Superman creators Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster in similar cases. Disney's lawsuits, filed by LA attorney Daniel M. Petrocelli, argue that the characters in question were created as work made for hire, to which the Copyright Act's termination provisions do not apply, according to the complaints. Marvel assigned Steve Ditko's stories to illustrate, had the right to exercise creative control over his contributions, and paid him a per-page rate for his contributions, reads the complaint against Ditko's estate, in language echoed in the other lawsuits. As a result, any contributions Steve Ditko made were at Marvel's instance and expense. Petrocelli went on to say, since these were works made for hire and thus owned by Marvel, we filed these lawsuits to confirm that the termination notices are invalid and of no legal effect. Toberoff argues that, for the first 6 decades of the Copyright Act, courts interpreted it as applying only to traditional full-time employees, which Marvel's writers and artists were not. These guys were all freelancers or independent contractors working piecemeal for car fare out of their basements, selling by the page those pages a publisher liked, the lawyer said in an email. So at the time of these characters were created, their material was definitely not under the law. As noted, Toberoff has represented creators in similar cases in the past. He spent years battling DC Comics and Warner Brothers for the rights to Superman on behalf of the Man of Steel's creators, with Warner ultimately winning in 2 separate court rulings. Toberoff's case against Marvel on behalf of Kirby, meanwhile, nearly reached the Supreme Court before settling in 2014. At the time, I was asked whether I regretted not righting the legal injustice to creators, which I indeed did. Toberoff said in a statement. I responded that there would be other such cases. Now, here we are. Well, guys, that's really interesting. I know that for the fans, we need this to end. And mainly, it seems like it's really just about, it always comes down to money. But if Marvel, if Disney will take care of the creators' heirs, then we're good. And there's no problem. I foresee a settlement coming. Does Disney have to do that? Probably not. And if it goes to court, no matter how you feel about this, I personally see Disney winning this one. This is one that I think Disney will probably win. Right or wrong, they're probably going to win this one, guys. So let me know in the comments what you think. How does this make you feel? And for the fans, we definitely need a conclusion to this so we can move on and actually get these characters back quickly that we love and we want to see, and we want these characters well maintained and taken care of. So, anyways, that's going to do it for us here on Echo Base TV. We will see you guys Monday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time, where we have our weekly broadcast. It is a community broadcast made by the community for you, the community. So Nick and I will both be there, and we will see you guys then. I'm Coach. This is Echo Base TV, and we are out.